my name is William Ifeanyi. I'm a writer and a poet and soon to be play actor. Is that a word? My father said, "Son, I hope I live to see you great." I said, "Well, if you haven't seen it yet, then I guess you are late." He smiled and looked me in the face. Umazi these days. Now you might feel young and infinite, talent limitless, like God with the word in Genesis. But I do remember you crying over undefeated nemesis. And what was that nonsense you used to play? Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis. I think what brought me to the spotlight was a poetry/photography exhibition I had, I think 2 years ago. And it was called Uncensored, and it was basically about taboo subjects, basically. So it was a poem, it was a series of poems about subjects that people don't like to talk about. Truth I needed, like a bitter pill to swallow, planted in my roots so I grew up far from shallow. Because in a city where heads are sleepy, it's easy to grow up hollow. Take a swig of his drink. Say, "My son, the truth will set you free, so I suggest you seek it, and if you find it, keep it, and always speak it. The word might take some time, but don't worry, eventually they will believe it." A lot of people don't know this, but the word rap actually, R-A-P, actually means rhythm and poetry. So I consider myself a very contemporary poet. There's something I always say about writing. I always say there are no boring subjects. There is just boring writing. And I also feel the same way about mediums as well. There are no boring mediums. It's just boring executions. I nodded. And then I asked, "But Daddy, how is any of this going to make me rich?" Chai! He shook his head in near despair, looked me in the eyes with the coldest stare. Umazi these days. Writing in Igbo and English, it's very interesting because I always feel a very mechanized feeling when I write in English. I always thought that Igbo is a very romantic language, you know, so it's more free flowing basically. I almost never even think about ever rhyming when I write in Igbo, and it doesn't matter because just the way the language is structured. The diversity is so much, you know. You have some African poets that don't even do poems in English, you know, and you have African poets that do their poems in English or in French, and you know, I don't think anyone is more African than the other, so to speak. Like every other art form, I think poetry very much has a right to be here, and I think it does have a purpose to serve. You see, money comes and goes, my son, but knowledge is forever old. Wise words I was told from the old and grey, planted in my mind for a place to stay, had me feeling indebted with no way to pay. So now I hope and I pray that someday this poem on the radio plays, and even though it's not much, for Papa, I definitely hope it's okay.